Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, don't tell your friends that you're moving to Portland, Oregon. And I'm gonna tell you why. See, despite what the news says, Portland is a little gem of a city and one of the most beautiful parts of the whole country. So let everyone else believe what they're gonna believe about Portland to keep more people from moving here. Catch my drift? That even goes for your friends. But really, more and more people like yourself are catching on that Portland is a great place to live. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you candidly and spit some truths that you absolutely must know about Portland, ideally before you get here. But first, I would absolutely love to help you make a smooth move up here to Portland and help you buy your perfect home. You're gonna find all my contact information right down below this video, so whether your move is gonna be in the near or distant future, get in touch via call, text, email, or better yet, just snag some time on my calendar and book a video call with me personally so that we can have a conversation about your move to Portland and figure out how I can help you get into that ideal home. All right, first of all, this city is relatively small and super easy to navigate. For the most part, the city is very linear and is on a grid system, with the exception of places like Ladd's Addition. All right, so here we are in the wonderful neighborhood of Ladd's Addition. And so now if we just turn here, or is it here? Wait a second. Where am I? Get me out of here! Other than that place, the north to south streets run in numerical order, and there's long stretching streets going from east to west. We're talking Burnside, Powell, Division. All of these streets run from the westerly side of town all the way to the far east side of town. So once you understand that stuff, it's pretty easy to navigate around the city. Over the last few years, Portland's developed a reputation for being a city that's run down and beat up. But what I'm trying to subtly get you to understand is that this place is pretty great. I mean, sure, it's a bigger city with bigger city problems, like sadly a larger than average homeless population and more commercial business vacancies than ever in the wake of the pandemic. But that stuff is starting to turn the corner and get better for the long term. And other than that, it's really not that big of a city. Whether you want to go to the urban and dense northwest part of town to the laid back southeast, you can jump from any one quadrant of town to the other like it's a walk in the park. Literally, I mean, there are hundreds of parks of all sizes all across the city. Portland has not only the world's smallest park, but also the largest urban forested park in the US. And there are tons of other parks of all shapes and sizes in between. The natural beauty of Portland was enough all on its own to get me to call this place home after the urban jungle that I used to live in. Not saying any names. Okay, it was Los Angeles.
Let's go Dodgers!
But with Mount Hood glistening off in the distance and the stunning Willamette River dividing the city east to west, it's hard not to be in this city and go, damn. All right, I know. You're probably thinking, what's the catch? Obviously, I'm biased because I'm a realtor and I want you to move here, right? Well, I'm just trying to be honest. Honestly though, the catch is that it's about 26% above the national cost of living here in Portland. It ain't cheap. So if money means anything to you, there's great cities like Boise, Idaho, Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City, and Nashville that all are gonna have a lower cost of living than Portland. But if you're coming from a place like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, or even our Pacific Northwest cousin to the north, Seattle, you will feel like royalty living in Portland. Median home prices in the Portland metro area typically range between $520,000 and $580,000, depending on market conditions. And of course, depending on the area. I mean, you can buy a condo in the Portland area starting in the $200,000 to $400,000 range, or you can buy detached single family homes starting around $350,000 to $400,000 and going up from there. Or if money's no issue, you can of course buy houses $1 million and up in places like Lake Oswego, West Lynn, and various parts of Portland. You might be wondering, what's there to even do in Portland? Doesn't it rain all the time? I'm not gonna go into too much detail on the weather in this video because I've made several other videos like that I'll link down in the description. But I do need to say that that's a common misconception about the rain. We'll typically get about 150 to 160 rainy days per year. And yeah, some Some of those days are quite wet and dreary. You're gonna wanna own a raincoat and some waterproof footwear, but not all of those so-called rainy days are complete misery. And here's why. You only really need about 1/10 of an inch of rain for it to be logged as a rainy day. So you could have logged that 1/10 of an inch in the middle of the night or in the early hours of the morning, and then the rest of the day could be clear and sunny out potentially. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about the weather, but check out the other videos if you wanna learn more about that. But yeah, what's there to do though?
I thought you'd never ask.
You can grab a coffee, go get brunch, go get a bite to eat.
We have a world-class food scene here, you know. Take a hike through Forest Park, Mount Tabor Park, or Washington Park. Go camping in the wilderness. Go skiing on Mount Hood. Go surfing out at the coast. Take a trip to Sauvie Island. Go wine tasting. Go to a museum. Go bar hopping. Sit in a floating hot tub on the river. Go to the Rose Garden. Go to the Japanese Garden. Go to the Chinese Garden. Go to the Oregon Zoo. Join a sports league. Go to the Blazers game. Go to a Timbers game. See some live music, or just take a walk through a lovely neighborhood, or just do absolutely nothing for all I care.
Damn, I'm good!
But really, the main reason I don't want you to tell your friends about Portland is kind of selfish. I spend 20 minutes every day sitting in traffic, taking my kids to school, and it's freaking annoying. So we really don't need any more people here. But since you're moving here, I'll allow it. So once again, make sure you reach out to make that connection about your move here, and click this video next to learn more about what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.